of the major grievances because of which our people are suffering is poor road connectivity. Out of 277 villages, only 92 villages are connected with PWD or blacktopping road, whereas the remaining 181 villages are still deprived of any road connectivity. One of the important pending road connectivity is the remaining 12 kilometers of Nongstoin Mo8 road, that is from Maudom to Mo8, and also the 36 kilometer Mo8 to Nongchiri road. Another important lifeline road connectivity for the people of our constituency is the route from Mo8 via Lingdo, Sherkon, Porla to Omdang, which is approximately 35 kilometers. Apart from the mentioned route, there is a requirement of multiple road connectivity to the remaining important villages like Mawshynrut, Khotjale, Menya, Riangdim, Khalu, Watre, Riangmau, and Riangna, and many other important villages. Allotment of fund under the Chief Minister Rural Connectivity Scheme would fulfill the requirement. I would also like to request our Honorable Deputy CM to instruct the concerned department to speed up the road construction from Riangdo Athiabari and sanction 23 kilometers of Nongstoin Mo8 road.
Methodius, Dkhar, our MLA from Mawshynrut constituency, sir, had many points. I'll just rush through a few of them, sir. Again, he's a very detailed person. He brought out many points. So he mentioned that about 181 villages have no road connectivity in his constituency, sir. So that, of course, is a very big concern, sir. And I can assure him, sir, we will look into all of this. We are targeting to saturate the connectivity to the villages. And I think out of all the members who spoke, I think his constituency seems to have the highest number of unconnected villages. 181 are there, sir. So definitely we'll look into this. And the second part of the Mo8 road, which she had mentioned, sir, we don't have a specific proposal right as of now for it, but I have noted this point down. We will work on this, sir.
Sir, in pertaining to health sector, even the constituency is very vast and highly populated, but till now we have only one C.H.C and two P.H.C center only. The C.H.C and the P.H.C lack the basic facilities like medical testing equipment, drinking water supply, electricity and water for the doctors and staff. Moreover, due to the shortage of doctors and staff, the service rendered to the people are not sufficient, especially during the time of emergency. Upgradation of Riangdo C.H.C to 100 beds is very important and crucial. And also upgradation of Mo8 and Shangkai P.H.C to C.H.C with modern amenities is very important. The subcenter at Riangdim, Umdang, Sokping and Senduli need to be upgraded to P.H.C to be able to render better service to the people. I would be grateful if fund could be allotted for the same. I would also like to request the deployment of more manpower and improve the facilities in Nongstoin Civil Hospital, as this is the only major hospital in West Khasi Hills. Allotment of fund in the budget 2023-24 would be very grateful, sir.
He had also mentioned that the one C.H.C and the two P.H.Cs that are there in his constituency, both do not have sufficient equipments or the quarters for the doctors and the staff, or water connectivity. So these are very serious issues, and these are areas which are very interior, sir. And they don't have the necessary connectivity, and hence they require the necessary service. I will speak to the minister concerned and the department, sir, and we will see which areas we can immediately take action in and provide the services, so that gradually we can improve the services. We have a large number of centers which we need to take care of, so we may not be able to do everything in one go, sir. but I have noted the point down. So he had also mentioned about the shortage of staff in Ryangdo, and he had requested that upgradation can be done for Ryangdo and the Shalang centers. So this matter again, as I said, we have noted down. We can definitely examine this, but I cannot give a specific assurance right now, sir, in the House. But I have noted this point down, sir. Sir, he had talked about improving Nongstoin, which the MLA from Nongstoin also had mentioned. And as I had mentioned, sir, that we will definitely look into this aspect. Even a dialysis machine is not there. So we will ensure that the dialysis machine is something that we should do at the earliest, because this is a basic service. And I know that people really have a very difficult time just to get a basic dialysis done. And they have to travel for many, many hours. This is something that, sir, we will look into at priority level.
In the education sector, it's unfortunate to say that we don't have any government colleges in the constituency. In such a vast constituency, but as of now we have only 2 number of higher secondary school and 1 private college, which is providing a degree in art stream only. There is a requirement for college to provide degree in science and commerce stream as well. The existing schools need to be upgraded with modern amenities. By and large, we will require more school and college in my vast constituency. Implementation of Eclavia and JNB modern residential school will benefit the people of the constituency. There is a residential school of Shangkai village which is available in government record, but this school is not functioning. Construction has been halted halfway. Allotment of funds is needed to complete the construction work and make the institute functional.
So you mentioned about no government college being there in this constituency. So we are working and trying our best to ensure that we're able to create more colleges, sir. So just to give an idea to the people of our state and the members out here, sir. So we roughly have about 150,000 youth who, as per the norms of the Government of India, who are eligible to go to college, sir. And if you look at this 150 students, out of them, sir, we roughly have about 80,000 to 85,000 seats available in colleges. So therefore, we clearly do not have sufficient seats for our youngsters and our youth who want to go to college. And hence, there is a very strong need for us to be able to move into that line. And that's the reason why we went for 23 people's college, sir. But of course, it's not easy because we have financial constraints and we need to look at all those aspects. But yes, the colleges are something we are examining very, very seriously. And as per the availability of funds and resources, we will definitely examine this aspect also and try to see how we can resolve in this issue. But I cannot give us a commitment as such. But definitely, sir, I will examine this.
Sir, our Civil Subdivision, which was inaugurated 6 years ago, on the 10th of July 2017, still doesn't have its own building and unfortunately is not fully functioning, wherein all the sub-departments are not assigned with their primary tasks, and this has hindered the execution of various administration works, schemes and deployment of aids required by the people of Mawshynrut. Kindly allot some funds for the office building and for the sub-department to be made functional.
He had mentioned that the subdivision does not have a building. Yes, sir. We will definitely look into that aspect because I have promised to all the members in the House that the infrastructure we'll try to create may not happen in one go, as I said, but this particular subdivision was formed almost 5 years back, and therefore the necessary infrastructures need to be put in.
Sir, I would appreciate the government for the implementation of JJM. However, the constituency still lacks the basic proper drinking water. Out of the 277 villages, only 123 villages has access to potable water.
So he mentioned that out of the 277 villages, he said that only 173 villages have JJM. So hence we need to really work on this, sir. And for JJM we have a large budget, so we are hopeful that we should be able to cover.
In terms of electrical power supply, only 215 villages has been connected and the remaining 67 villages are still living in darkness. The electricity provided is erratic and is not available for 24/7. Most of the time it's remained cut off for days. Even the prominent area like Shaalang and Viangdo lack basic amenities like street lights.
And he mentioned that out of the rest of these villages, about 67 villages don't have any power connection. So again, sir, this is again part of our agenda to saturate the villages that are not having power connection. Definitely, sir, I've taken note of this. And he mentioned about erratic power supply, which is something that we are facing in many parts. But this is a larger problem we have, and so obviously we need to look into this in a much more detailed manner.
I would also like to inform the House that the youth of my constituency has ample of sporting talents, which can help in bringing glory to the state for various sporting events conducted within the state, country and international platform as well. However, due to the unavailability of the required infrastructure, we are unable to tap these talents up to their full potential. Allotment of funds for building at least 2 stadiums in the budget 2023-24 and also for providing training in multiple sporting disciplines is needed.
So he mentioned about the sporting talent that we have and that there is not enough infrastructure for them to bring out the talent and practice. Sir, I've already mentioned in my budget speech that we'll be having close to about 1,000 crores of investments in the next 5 years to create very good infrastructures at the grassroots level, and that's the minimum amount which we plan. We hope that we'll be able to do much more because we realize, as I said, that to be able to create a sports economy, we need to obviously create infrastructure, but apart from that, the supporting structures and the supporting financial requirements also needs to be put in, sir.
Sir, apart from agriculture and farming, people of my constituency are largely dependent on coal mining as their primary source of income. However, the business has been impacted by various regulations. Hence, I would request the government to speed up the implementation of policy so that this business can be operated smoothly and does not affect the livelihood of the people and the economy of the state at large.
So he had mentioned about the coal mining, and yes, sir, we are moving very fast. I have had talks with the coal ministry also, and we are seeing a lot of positive movement taking place. We are hopeful, sir, that in the West Khasi Hills district, we will see the mining licenses happening very fast. I cannot say when, sir, but as I said, we are seeing things are moving in the right direction, and we're hoping for the best. And at the earliest, sir, we hope that we should be able to see scientific mining start in our state, sir.
Finally, sir, my constituency has the potential of being one of the most popular tourist destinations. But sadly, in the past 50 years or so, hardly any initiative has been taken by the government to either develop or promote the prospective tourist spots, which if taken seriously will not only generate revenue to the state, but most importantly create employment opportunity for the youth and people of my constituency. Again, I would humbly request the government to allot funds for the development of tourism in the constituency.
So in tourism also, he mentioned that we need to put up strong infrastructure. And yes, sir, his area also is another area which is very beautiful and has got a high potential for tourism. Definitely, sir, we will examine this. As I mentioned to the House earlier also, we are going to spend almost close to 2,000 crores in the next 5 years in infrastructure in tourism. This is through different externally aided projects and through the state budget and through central schemes like Swadesh Darshan. So we will look into all these aspects and we'll see that how we can ensure that even Mawshynrut constituency gets the benefit of that.